Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co., and these are the games being added to my collection for June 2025. As usual, these are based on the plays I had in May 2025, all the games that were new to me in May that I was like, I like this enough that it's going to be added to my collection. That's what this video is. It's going to be a short one today because we only have a few games to add. They're already on the table, so you can skip to the end of the video if you want, or we can go through it as usual. Let's start off with the usual recap from the games leaving the collection video. For the games leaving the collection this month, my games leaving the collection video is always divided up into two sections, the games passing through and the games that are actually leaving my collection, which technically I think Divinus should have been in the category of games. Technically, Divinus should have been in the category of games leaving the collection because it's been here for long enough, maybe, probably, I think. But also, technically, Love Letter Batman is a game I never played, which means I don't actually count it as my collection, so it balances out. But effectively, the games leaving the collection were Love Letter Batman or Divinus. Again, I think I kind of messed up the categories in the last video. Then we had Sirens, so Sirens is number 2, because, again, between those two, we got 1. We have Sirens as number 2. We have the Next Station series of games, Tokyo, Paris, and New York, was it? I can't remember. Whatever those three were. And then we had Leviathan Wilds, Run, and King Hill. Those were the 6 games leaving the collection in Games Leaving the Collection. If you want more notes on why and how and all of that stuff, go ahead and check out that video. As far as the games being added to my collection this month, we have 3. We have a few special shoutouts. We'll go through those first, but we do have 3 games being added to my collection and 3 special shoutouts. The special shoutouts are going to go to Burgle Bros, Burgle Bros 3 specifically. I've been playing it on Board Game Arena. I am trying to have self-control and not get it. I'm enjoying it, but like there's enjoying it and then there's prioritizing it over other games. Like Burgle Bros 3 is a game I absolutely want right now based on my plays, but when I'm thinking critically about it, I don't think I would prioritize it over other games once I had it. So I want it, but would I prioritize it? So it gets a special shout out, at least for right now. We have Santorini, Riddle, the Sphinx. This is definitely in my collection, no question about that. It's only getting a special shout out because I've been playing it recently because I got the final version of it, but I played it way back when, so technically it doesn't count as a new play in May, but it's definitely being added. Again, usually when I do these videos, I count it based on my first play of the game, honestly just because it's easier to track, but that means sometimes I'm like, hey, this game I played 2 years ago that I said back then I was adding to my collection, now I'm reaffirming that I really like it, and so it's staying. So Santorini, Riddle, the Sphinx, definitely sticking around. And then we have Valor and Villainy, Minions, Mordak, kind of same thing, or Lludwik's Labyrinth. Same kind of general concept. I've been playing it a lot more recently as I dive into certain solo games that I'm slowly trying to knock out, and I like it. I like it a lot. I played the prototype way back in the day. I've finally been playing through it. I did a live playthrough. I did a few more since then. I should dive back into it again, but I also should dive into more Santorini, more Mandalorian Adventures, more Tamashii, and a whole bunch of other games. So I'm just you know, trying to do what I can. Fun fact, I've replaced my afternoon video game time with afternoon solo gaming time. That might not be a long-term switch, but it's definitely a temporary switch because I have so many solo games I'm trying to play and I just don't have the time for it all, but I'm making time for it because I'm replacing my video games with solo games, which they'll go back and forth. There's always room for a good video game here and there, but right now it is solo gaming time. Which brings us to the games being added to the collection. These are all on the table. Let's start off with the small ones. We have Oddland and Runes. All play games are always fun. Sometimes they get played and then move on. Sometimes they go to my collection and then move on, you know, 6 months, a year, 2 years later, and sometimes they stick around. I still have Mountain Goats. Like, that one's been around my collection for a long time. I can't believe I still have Mountain Goats. It's kind of insane. It's one of the first small box games I did. That said, Oddland I think is very charming, gives that point scoring variation that I really enjoy. I do find games like this over time, they either get prioritized over other games like this, or they do not. I don't yet know which category this is going to go in. For right now, I enjoy it enough that I definitely want to play it more. And then we have Runes, which I think is excellent. It's a fun little trick-taking game. Again, same question as all games. Will I prioritize it? I don't know, but I really like the John D. Clare card crafting overlaying of Runes. It gives it a fun vibe and a chaotic vibe that I have so far really enjoyed. Both of these I am excited to play more. Whether they hold the test of time long term, I don't know as much. The tricky part about small box games like this is they're easier to justify adding, but sometimes they're easier to let go as well. These have more of a temporary nature. Contrasted with Seti. This will be around for quite some time. I have to assume. I could be wrong, but I imagine this will be around in my collection for quite some time. I thought Seti was fantastic. I've really been enjoying this one. I am looking forward to the expansion already. This is another knocking it out of the park from CGE. Not as good as Arnak, at least for me, but it is rising up to the ranks, so this is very well liked by a lot of people, and I'm excited to continue playing this one and excited for the expansion already, which is unreasonable. Like, I played this game a bunch of times. I do not need the expansion just yet, but I kind of do want the expansion because it feels like it adds asymmetric corporations, which is just so much fun. And then, of course, a starting player powers, or with asymmetric corporations, and a prelude aspect of increasing the ramp up to the game. So that is the asymmetric corporations. It's shortening the game, giving you a prelude kind of thing and asymmetric. Although are those the same thing? I'm not entirely sure, but it gives you stuff that sounds fun, and I'm excited for that. And that is basically the games being added to the collection, which brings us to the math at the end of the video. The math and recap is just tracking my collection over the year, and so far in 2025, as of the last video, we had 16 games up in the collection, meaning my, I was brushing some dust, by the way, that was what that was. We have 16 games up as of last month's video, and with this month's video, with 6 games leaving and 3 games being added, that puts us at a 13 game net total, meaning we are looking at 13 games up is my collection size as of 2025. Although usually I get to that end of year purge and make those numbers go in my favor, but right now my general goal is always to maintain a rough collection size, not because I'm attached to a specific size, but rather because there's just a limit to the amount of time you have to play games, and the more I balloon that size up, the less likely I am to play any individual game on a yearly basis. In any case, and until next time, I am Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.